Imagine walking into a luxury boutique expecting to get the best service money can buy. But what happens when an elderly black woman, just looking for a nice dress, is humiliated by the manager of the store? And what if I told you the manager had no idea that a Hollywood legend, Keanu Reeves, was quietly observing the entire scene? What happens next will not only shock you, but it will make you rethink how we treat others in this world. Stick around, because this story has a twist you won't see coming. Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. Before we jump into today's shocking story, make sure you hit that subscribe button and help us reach 1,000 subscribers. We're just getting started, and your support means everything to us. Let's dive right into today's jaw-dropping tale that sheds light on an incident of disrespect, prejudice, and the ultimate power of standing up for what's right. Picture this. You're in one of those high-end boutiques, the kind where everything seems perfect. The air is crisp, the lighting is soft, and every piece of clothing in the store screams exclusivity. People walk in expecting to feel special because they're willing to pay the price for the privilege. But what happens when someone enters this seemingly flawless environment and is met with something completely unexpected? In walks an elderly black woman, probably in her late 70s or early 80s, a seasoned woman of grace and experience. She's not looking for anything extravagant, just a simple item, maybe a dress or a gift for someone special. She enters the boutique with a quiet confidence, but little does she know that this trip to the boutique will become a moment of humiliation that will forever change the way she sees the world. The manager of the store, a young woman in her mid-30s, immediately spots her. And rather than offering the respect and service you'd expect in a luxury store, the manager gives her a cold, dismissive glance. The elderly woman, clearly not one to demand attention, quietly asks for help, maybe about a piece of clothing she's eyeing, or perhaps she's looking for a specific size or color. But what happens next is nothing short of appalling. Instead of helping, the manager responds with an attitude, short, dismissive, and almost snide. She makes the elderly woman feel as though she doesn't belong there, as though her presence is somehow an inconvenience. She is ignored, belittled, and treated like she's invisible. The manager even goes so far as to make a condescending comment as though the woman is out of place in the boutique and that she doesn't have the means to afford the luxury items around her. Now, you're probably thinking, how could anyone treat an elderly woman this way? And you're right to think that. It's shocking, disturbing, and just plain wrong. But this is where things take a turn. The manager, unaware of the gravity of her actions, is completely oblivious to the fact that there's someone else in the store, someone who's been watching the entire exchange unfold from the sidelines. This isn't just any person, though. This is Keanu Reeves. Keanu, the beloved actor known for his humility, kindness, and general down-to-earth nature, happens to be shopping in the boutique that day. He's quietly browsing, minding his own business, and taking in the ambiance. But as soon as the manager starts to humiliate this elderly woman, Keanu's attention is drawn to what's happening. He sees the injustice in the way she's being treated. He can't just stand there and ignore it, not when he's in the position to do something about it. What happens next is nothing short of incredible. Keanu, who could have easily stayed quiet or walked away, decides to intervene. He approaches the manager, not in anger, but with a calm and steady demeanor. And as he speaks, you can tell that his words carry weight. He confronts the manager about her treatment of the elderly woman, calling out her behavior in front of everyone. At first, the manager is flustered. She doesn't realize who's talking to her. She doesn't realize that the person she's just tried to belittle is none other than Keanu Reeves, someone who's not only famous, but someone whose reputation is built on kindness and respect for others. The shock on her face is evident as she realizes that she's just crossed a line she shouldn't have. The entire store falls silent. You can almost feel the tension in the air as everyone begins to realize just how far this situation has gone. Keanu doesn't make a scene. He doesn't raise his voice. Instead, he speaks firmly but calmly. He reminds the manager that no one, regardless of their age, race, or background, should ever be treated with disrespect, especially in a place that prides itself on offering luxury and service. He stands up for the elderly woman, not just because he's in a position of power, but because he believes in fairness and decency. He sends a powerful message to everyone present: kindness and respect are not negotiable. As the manager stumbles to apologize, the elderly woman, who had been feeling invisible and humiliated, now feels a sense of empowerment. She's no longer the target of disrespect. She's been validated by someone who didn't just walk away. She's been heard, and in that moment, she finds a sense of justice. But what does this story really mean? Is it just a nice story about a celebrity stepping in to stop a wrong? Or is there a deeper lesson here? Keanu's response to the situation is more than just an act of kindness. It's a reminder that we all have the ability to stand up for what's right, even when it's uncomfortable. Whether you're a celebrity or just an ordinary person, you have the power to make a difference. We don't have to be famous to call out injustice. We can do it every day in small ways, standing up for people who might not have a voice. And let's talk about this manager for a moment. What would have happened if Keanu had not been there to intervene? Would anyone have spoken up? Would the elderly woman have been forced to leave the store, her dignity trampled under the weight of prejudice? This is the harsh reality of what happens when we allow small acts of discrimination to slide. We might not always see the harm, but it's there, building up in ways that affect people's lives in profound ways. So how do we ensure that this kind of thing doesn't keep happening? How do we create a world where everyone is treated with the respect and kindness they deserve, no matter their age, race, or background? The answer lies in each one of us. It starts with the small decisions we make every day, whether we speak up when we see something wrong or whether we stay silent. It's about choosing kindness over indifference, respect over condescension. And this isn't just about the elderly black woman or the manager who failed to do her job right. This is about all of us. It's about how we as a society are shaped by our actions, by the choices we make, and by the way we choose to treat others. Keanu Reeves may have been the one to stand up in this instance, but we all have a role to play in creating a world that values respect and kindness. As this story continues to spread, I want to ask you, have you ever witnessed something like this? Have you ever seen someone being unfairly treated in public? And what did you do about it? I'd love to hear your thoughts and experiences in the comments below. Let's have a conversation about how we can make sure no one ever feels invisible or humiliated just because of their age, race, or background. Don't forget to subscribe and help us reach 1,000 subscribers. We've got so many more incredible stories to share, and your support is crucial in helping us continue this journey. Thank you for being part of this community. Remember, kindness is contagious, so let's spread it everywhere we go. Whether you're in a boutique, on the street, or at work, always choose respect. You never know when your actions could change someone's life. And like Keanu showed us, sometimes all it takes is standing up and speaking out.